we're about to do power rankings. Isa sa mga paboritong i-clip, i-screenshot, at pag-usapan ng madlang MPL. You guys ready? Have you all put together your power rankings already?
Oo, na-spoiler ko na nga yung mga followers ko eh. Na-post ko yung sa akin kahapon eh.
Linggo-linggo mo namang ginagawa eh. Carlos, do you usually make power rankings?
In my head, yes. Or in my imagination.
Alright. So how was this today? Kumusta yung ginawa mong power rankings? Nahirapan ka ba?
Actually, yes. Because compared to you two, I don't have any basis from the previous weeks. I just relied on week 3 talaga to make my power rankings.
That's a good disclaimer. So guys, whether or not meron kaming in-depth explanation, personally, I really won't. I'll just drop it. Alamin nyo lang na si Carlos, he based it on week 3. And I guess that's why Omega's so high up for him. Let's go into the power rankings. Una na ako. Let's go. Direct. Lapag na natin. Number 1, of course. Proud fan since December 2021. Joke lang. I love these players individually, but Echo is still my number 1. Definitely. No questions asked. Echo is number 1. Next up, if I'm not mistaken, is TNC. Oh, yeah, tama. TNC is number 2. And then number 3, this is gonna come as a surprise, I think, for a lot of people. But I put Onic number 3. Again, I cannot speak enough about yung ginawa nila sa TNC. Grabe yun. Hindi nila pinalaro. Number 4 is RSG. Great recovery for day number 3. I think ready na sila mag-LAN. Number 5 is Omega. Medyo may logic to. Medyo hindi siya yung parang number 2 agad. Pero kabarangay tayo. And then number 6 is NXPE. Then let's close it up. Strong, Blacklist, and Brenny Sports. Alright, this is my power rankings for week number 3. Screenshot nyo na pagkataas ng Bren. And pow. Screenshot that. Okay, easy. Hindi naman nagbago masyado yung top 4, pero naglalaro yung kabilang half. Wami, how about you, man? Show us your power rankings, if you will.
Yo, my power rankings is very plain and simple. It's literally our standings ngayong week after week number 3. So first 4 natin, most is Echo, TNC, RSG, and NXPE. All of them played really well for the past few weeks. I would say that Echo played the best considering na isa lang yung na-drop nila. And dahil nga isa lang yung na-drop nila, isa lang ang nakatalo sa kanila sa isang game na yun, it's TNC Pro Team. And RSG and XPE both showed great improvement from their last season. And now our bottom 4, surprisingly, Onic, Blacklist, Smart, and Bren Esports. All of our world champions and runner-ups suddenly in the bottom 4 of our standings and my personal power rankings, because usually my explanation for these is either kung may adjustment period pa ba or wala. But for me, week 3, dapat adjusted na lahat eh. Parang mabait ka na if ibigay mo pa yung week 5 as an adjustment period to LAN. But in terms of gameplay and identity, I would say week 3 tapos na dapat yun. Alam nyo na yung identity nyo. But for some reason, Bren Esports, wala pa talaga. The rest of the squads in MPL, nahanap na nila kung ano yung gumagana para sa kanila. All that they have to do is to continue winning with that identity that they found. So, yeah, plain and simple, screenshot nyo na. Teka, gagawa ako ng pro player post. Okay.
Bago yun Bago. Ewan ko lang kung meron na ibang player na gumawa.
Original ko yun. Ako na yun.
Okay, sige.
Buong kamay, di ba sila? Isang daliri, dalawang daliri. Ako pre, buong kamay.
Okay, sige. Tapos may pulbos pa no? Alright, that's Uwami's power rankings. Carlos, tell us about yours.
Okay, so ito na yung power ranking. Let's go, okay? Number 1 for that.
Alright, I think Carlos ay
number 1
napabili siya ng winter
in
transition, guys.
MPL.
So we'll figure it out first.
Number 2.
Let's throw it
as I
back while we
mentioned
wait for
earlier,
him. Let's throw
I
it back.
based
Uh,
everything in week.
ayan.
Uy,
So,
Winter
nag-winter.
Strike.
Oh yeah, no, wait na.
Oh, he's back! Perfect!
Oh,
Okay. Tell us where... Okay, balik tayo. Go ahead. Continue.
sakto yung Winter Tranchon. So anyway, Omega Esports is number 2 in my list. As I mentioned earlier, week 3 yung basis ko. And here's why I put them number 2, okay? They won 2 straight games, okay? And they beat 2 really good or powerhouse oppositions, okay? Onyx PH is one of them. Like, sure, you can say, some of you might say that it's a fluke or chamba lang yun, but they actually defended really well, okay? Face it, Kelra's damage outburst was really good. And then the NXP immediately silenced everything. Like, that game against NXP proved that Omega is definitely back. So for them to be 2 powerhouses in the MPL, Onyx PH and NXP in 1 week, you have to put them at our 2 spot. My third in the power rankings will have to be TNC. Okay, because TNC, with the way they played, this is like an offline setting for a team full of rookies, but they're able to surprise everyone with their strategic play. Their ability to read the game is something that I have to commend. Coach Brendon, I have to give props to this guy. His decision making for TNC has been on point. His itemizations, like the blade mail on Esmeralda, that's something I have to clap him for that. And his ability to read the concealed plays. It kind of makes you think TNC is a really scary team. Like, with their ability to dissect their foes, they could be a potential like dark horse this season. Like, we never expected them to go this far, like at the top of the standings, but they're proving everyone wrong. Next in my list is going to be RSGPH. Okay, I put RSGPH because they actually they did show some prowess, this week, although it's not really that consistent. Like, the first day was kind of jittery, but they still prove that they're still strong. Okay, next is Onyx PH because of how they played against TNC. I really liked how they dissected TNC. And take note, TNC is like one of the top teams. For them to beat TNC, you really have to put them in the top 5. 6 is an unfortunate casualty. I went for next play because they didn't win this week. But if they won against Omega, I might have placed them like above RSGPH or even above TNC because they actually did show some really good team play against Omega. It's just that, they just completely lost the series. So that's why I placed them in the bottom 3. Okay, next is Blacklist International. Like, I'm seeing them finally discover their winning formula, putting Kevier with the mobile heroes. To further put themselves to the next level, they need to solve the Dexstar issue. Like, it's not just him being a Lolita player, he needs to learn how to play other heroes. In that way, maybe we could see a different shade or like a much more stronger or a versatile shade of the Ube for Blacklist International. Last is a no-brainer, okay, and that's Bren Esports. And the reason why Bren is in this bottom is similar to Iomi, this team has yet to find their identity. Because if you watch the other teams, you already know what their game plan is. Like for Onyx, Banana Split, and then at the same time you go for the aggressive jungle play. For Omega, it's the Chaknu, Itomax, and Raisin trio. For TNC, it's SDZYZ with Yasuo as a follow-up. Echo, they don't have an identity because every one of them can make something out of nothing. And then Ren Esports is the opposite. So they still need to find that winning identity. One of the key reasons is the lack of communication. This is something that Coach Paolo Expert and Joyboy admitted. Like, the team is suffering from communication issues, which is what's plaguing them this season. And they really need to fix it ASAP.
All right.
Oh my God, I forgot.
An abrupt end. Ang daming linapag ni Carlos, nagulat din siya sa sarili niya. All right, there you go. Gusto ko he was scrolling through his thoughts like power rankings A, B, C, D, E. Oh, I'm done. That's what happened. All right. Thank you so much for sharing your power rankings, Carlos. If anything, sa'yo yata yung pinaka, I don't know, provocative since it is just based on week 3. But again, the next few weeks in MPL should be more like week 3 kasi nga, LAN na tayo eh. You know, that's a major change. At your service, my name is Leo. Thank you for watching this recall segment. If you want to see more, click like and subscribe to Covenry.